Morning everyone. It's been a while since I've held the camera. No one else is here this morning. Doug's pickup is, but I can't find Doug. Chet's got an appointment. I think Brody's getting some parts in town. Does this give anyone else anxiety? Like just, it turns into a shelf. Fortunately, that toolbox is going to be out of here soon because we are getting another store lock toolbox. I think that's showing up this week. So hopefully very similar to the one we have, our John Deere toolbox, because then we can kind of organize the drawers and whatnot the same. So we were down at Louisville, Kentucky for the farm show and talked with them and ended up buying another one. They are nice, they're very big. So, 580. Have I told you guys what I've done to this thing? It's basically all new fluids except for coolant and hydraulic. So that kind of narrows it down. Engine oil, transmission oil, filters, all air, cab, fuel, every kind of filter. We are now going to do the bogey wheels, so I'm going to start taking them out and letting them drain. Before I start on them bogey wheels, I wanted to show you guys something. It's actually, boy, this is a lot brighter down here. The track tensioning hoses that all these quads have, we have had some problems with them bursting when you're out in the field, and when they do go, they're fed a lot of pressure when the engine's running. Constant flow. To keep the track tensioned, hence the name. So when one bursts, you dump all your hydraulic oil very, very fast. Our 2013 quads, the other three on the yard, have a different setup. When I got down and looked at the ones on this 2021 quad, they redesigned them. And they maybe redesigned them in 2014. I don't know, but these are different. And this is it. And it still routes very similar, but the whole frame of this, it's a whole different track frame. Different cast. Is that a big cast? I don't know, but hopefully these work a lot better. I don't know if they're hated just as much on the newer models, but it looks a lot cleaner. It looks like it'll rub less. They've got it secured more with these Johnson clips, so hopefully that's a problem we won't have with this quad. But yeah, and everything else underneath here actually looks really good. 650 hours on the machine and not seeing any leaks, rubs, stuff like that. So phone call. But yeah, basically went over the whole machine. I still have to grease it, and then we'll do these bogeys too. So changing the oil in these bogeys wheels is, I believe, a 1,500 hour service. We do it every we do half that every 700 or so. This tractor's got 650. We do not know if the guy changed it, the previous owner changed these or not, but they'd be at that hour mark by the end of this season anyways, so better safe than sorry. We're just going to replace them. And I do hate this job a lot. A lot of annoying little oily work. I'm the only one here, so I'll do it. Why not? We're going to be putting new caps on this, on all these small idlers too, because for each of them we're putting on this new bolt, taking out the OEM bolt that kind of holds all the bearings in there, and you put on this one which has this fancy nut on it so you can pre-tension the bearings, so as they loosen up or wear, there is tension behind them to keep that tight. It's supposed to help the seal last, help the bearings last, keep the wheel play from being an issue for a longer period of time. So that is what we're putting on there, and I will let Chet talk more about it. But the quad seal, so it's new to us. I think we've got them on one idler on a different quad, trying it out, and now we're going to try them on all of these smaller idlers. Not going to do any of the big ones because you got to detension the tracks while you're working with that if you want to loosen up the bearings. Otherwise the whole wheel falls apart and bearings fall out. So You can do these fairly simple, just jack up the corner of the quad, but that'll be later in the video. Just don't work with the tire in the air. Okay, I lowered, it was up on a jack. I had to lower the dang track down. Let's try this again. Oh, that's getting dangerous now. Okay, we got all the snap rings off, both on all outside tracks. Should we leave the inside ones for Chet? And we've gone away with that catch tray tube. It's not working for us this morning, so we're just using cups. Brody's making a lot less of a mess than I did.
Oh, besides that one. It's not lined up.
Yeah, sometimes the spoke to the idler is pointing straight down, and then there's nothing you can do. That's what the pressure washer's for.
It's already washed.
How's the oil look? Like it needs to be changed?
I think so. Pretty black.
The oil's green when it goes in, so it's now black.
It's not going to set down there.
That's your morning job then.
I'm back from the dentist again, Eric.
You numb?
Yeah, face is still a little numb, so I apologize if I talk funny or look funny. More funny than normal.
You know, they were really excited. There was going to be a video without you in it.
I'm back, baby. All right, so we're doing bogey wheel and big idler wheel hub oil changes. You guys have seen us do that before. With this 580, we're gonna do something a little bit different. Honestly, we should do it to all of our tractors, but we found this preloader kit. It's actually through the Quad Seal company. We found these in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm at that farm show. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna preload the bearings. So if you're having leaky wheel seals like we've had on every quad track we've ever owned, this is to prevent it and eliminate it actually. So quad tracks do not have a preload on their bearing. John Deere preloads them, and I believe Cat preloads them. Never ever have we ever had a leaky wheel seal, but the quads are we're always throughout the season adding oil to this one or that one, and then this one quits leaking and then that one starts leaking. So we're hoping, and he swears up and down, that this will eliminate that. So what we're gonna do is show you what the process is. It's actually very simple, but that's just explaining what we are doing today and why we are doing it. So step one, and I'm not trying to be a tutorial video here, but step one is obviously to drain the oil out, which Brody and Eric have done. Take the cap off. On this 580, we actually have to replace the clear caps because they're different than our 600s, and this preloader won't fit in there, so we're replacing. And we are only doing it on the little ones because that's the ones we really have trouble with leaking. We haven't had so much trouble with this, and you have to detension the track to do this one, and I don't want to do that, so we're just doing the little ones. So once we got that out, we need to put a ratchet strap on here. Basically, we ratchet strap that really nice and tight to frame here, subframe, so that we can remove this bolt and washer without it falling off the seal, because you don't want your seal to get dirt in it, and this way we can remove it, put it back together. We do have the tractor jacked up also so that we can rotate these. Here's what I just took out. Then I squirted brake cleaner in the bolt hole because I'm gonna Loctite the new one in. So this comes out. This is not needed anymore. Now, this is what the new one looks like. So we're gonna take this apart to show you how it works, because I find this very interesting. So that's what I'm gonna ram into the bolt hole that I just took out. Then this is a little groove here. So this is actually gonna push on the bearing, and then we torque this with a special tool that comes with them down, and that's what puts a preload on the bearing. That makes sense? I think so. Come on, just like that. We're gonna make sure that we get this in the right way and there's no dirt on it. Now this just slides on there, and then this goes on, and then goes this piece. So now we just tighten that up, which I did, just snug enough so I can take this off and nothing falls apart. So it comes with instructions on the proper way of torquing it and everything. So torque it up really tight, back it off. I'm not going to tell you the torque specs because I don't want to be liable, but it does come with instructions. It's very straightforward. If I wasn't recording this, it would take maybe about 2 minutes a piece. All right, it is torqued. Now I just got to bend over that tab into that groove and put the cap on. It's ready to be filled and hopefully never added to, because that's like the worst job to do after not sleeping for like a month.
Maintenance? Yeah, we just kind of skipped that springtime.
Yeah, I could tell how the axle shaft needed to be replaced on the other one
Yeah.
due to Duggo not doing his pre-check.
Right? Just out there giving her.
All right, I can't put the cover on because Eric's using the snap ring thing. So I'm just gonna put the preloaders in and then you can do all the rest of the work, right?
Yeah, it seems fair.
It seems fair. I agree. I feel like I missed a very important key to this. So why the seal starts leaking with no preload is because the end play, the bearings wear, get loose, and then actually if this is jacked up, you can then feel the bogey wheel lift and move, and that's when the seal opens up a little bit and then allows the oil to leak out, and that's what this is preventing. Putting a preload on those bearings keeps the seal tight all the time and keeps your oil where the oil's supposed to be. So I know we have an issue with this in our higher hour quads. That's why I'm doing it to the 580 so that it doesn't happen to this one. Looks like it's ready to go planting too. No rush, boys. It's snowing again. It's snowing. Okay, 3 more done. The inside's not gonna be so fun. The back won't be so bad. He hasn't drained them yet, so they're on dinner break, which I will be shortly. Jack it up. He's got to drain those, then I can do the back ones, but then we're gonna have to back the whole tractor up because I can't jack over the pit. I'll show you why. This is why I can't jack over the pit. Don't know. I'm assuming if you jack a 50,000 pound tractor on an overhang, it probably wouldn't turn out too well. Like life altering shop remodifications. Okay, dinner break. All right, I was able to do both sides of this. I was able to squeeze the jack in here and I jacked the whole thing up because it was like half and half. So I got risky, I got that done. This whole track needs to be done. And then the back insides, which I can do, but I know you guys don't want to watch me torque these all. And if you guys have any interest in this, go to the link in the description. I'll put it down there. I think it's gonna be a game changer for the quad track. I honestly do. And they also sell different seals. So if you're having issues with seals, they do sell an update seal for that. And go check them out. And Dale will be happy to help. With that being said, it's quitting time now, so we'll pick up on this tomorrow. We got the rest of the tractor filled up and tightened up. Caps are on. We have to do this one, but we're gonna back tractor up, move tractor over as far as we can so I can still work in the pit and jack, not over the overhang. But we got a lot of stuff that we got to move and clean. That'll do. Ray! I need you to stand on the back of the track so that it levels off and I can put this board under the front. Oh, you'll be heavy enough. Jump! Jump!
I'm not heavy enough. Not heavy enough. Eric!
Okay, we got.
I lost weight in the winter too.
All right, so this thing is done as far as bogey wheels. We got that done, somewhat cleaned up. I'll show you what Eric's been working on all day.
Yeah, all day. I can't
All day.
all morning. All day.
All day. So Eric found out how many tools I had crammed in this teeny box right here. It's ridiculous. Well, he's working on filling that one, but we got a lot of stuff. Man, this drawer actually slides good now that it's empty, like 800 pounds in it. Oh yeah, so now we have a lot more space and stuff won't be crammed in so bad anymore.
I'll know where everything is, you guys won't.
That's my concern.
You gotta label it.
It's relatively the same.
So we're trying to make it identical to this one as far as like layout. Don't scratch the box, Ray.
She clips her toenails.
Ouch.
Get them. I fed her some leftovers from the fridge. It was starting to grow mold, so I figured it was only safe for a dog.
She'll be.
So yeah, that's the goal, to have boxes the same, so no matter what box you're in, you know where the tools are. The problem we're gonna have is we painted everything orange for the orange box. Now we got a red box.
I know. Should I repaint them? Then I could turn this into a Mondays project too.
Yep.
I suppose. All right, now we can say it took him all day, because it's the end of the day, and we've got it all labeled, or Eric does. Got our wrenches, sockets, and then everything else that it takes to service everything. Did you fill it up?
Surprisingly, yes. All them little drawers filled that up.
It just goes to show how packed I had that thing.
Definitely less crammed now, but I couldn't believe it. I thought I'd have a couple spare drawers, and nope. So there is a miscellaneous drawer, and we all know what that'll turn into. Everything will go in there.
That's for sure. So now you got these identical for Dougal?
Nope. Close. I did swap some stuff just to keep it entertaining.
I would imagine so. All right, well, it is Friday and time to go home. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.